Time now is 7:38 here on Radio Christian Voice. Welcome to the Smart Money Show. Thank you so much for joining us, to our Facebook Live audience, our Diamond TV audience, as well as YouTube viewers. It's great to know that you are watching. Yes.
It is a beautiful morning, obviously, and we're going to have such a fantastic show. Twambo, welcome to Radio Christian Voice.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
How are you? Yeah. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Haven't seen you this year.
Yeah. This is when we are meeting this year. You went hiding. I've been here for a while.
Mm-hmm. No, okay, you have
not. I shall not say anything. I shall not comment.
I just realized that I'm the one that was away. Cool. Anyway, what do we
And
have?
I'm thinking, okay. do I tell him or do I not?
No, please don't.
It's
a story for another day.
What are we talking about in today's show?
Okay, so today we're talking about the 7 days of keeping your New Year's resolutions. We're talking of resolutions.
Yeah, that issue
it's a new year.
Is an important issue. Talking about resolutions.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we can get into it.
Okay, so we're talking of resolutions. Every year people have new resolutions. We always come up with new resolutions.
Yeah.
You know how every year, every person around said, no, 2018 was a trial, so 2019 I'm going to make it. This is what I'm going to do.
Trial.
Yes. I mean, I've seen
thing like that.
Yes,
There was a trial.
I've seen a lot of Facebook statuses. They'll even tell you, no, 2017 I was just trying. 2018 I was playing it, but 2019 I'm going
to do it.
I'm going to do it.
But you know, here's the interesting thing. We do know that obviously leading the pack when it comes to Cavmont, Chiu and Ingrid are on a roll apparently in terms of resolutions.
Yes. Cool. They're always talking of resolutions. So at Cavmont, we would want to just guide you. Even as you are making those resolutions, you have to make sure that you achieve them. Set goals that you know that are achievable. You know, we have those SMART objectives. You have to be specific on what you want. At least you know within the 12 months, this is what I'm going to achieve. So you have to make sure that you'll be able to measure, and also they should be realistic goals and objectives that you are setting for.
So no wishful thinking.
Okay. We're telling you at Cavmont to say no wishful thinking. So please make sure that you come up with resolutions that you know that they will be achievable by the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So how do we do that? How about we get into it?
Okay, so the first tip for the resolutions that you're going to make for the year are setting your financial goals. Okay? Yes, so you have to make sure, like I said, you have to make sure that you set financial goals that you know that are realistic. They are achievable by the end of December.
Okay.
Don't just come up with the resolutions for financial goals that you know that, maybe let me try to do this. Let me come up with financial resolutions that would... Please make sure that they are achievable. Make sure that they are realistic, and you know that by the end of the year, I'm gonna achieve these goals.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not just about dreaming up figures just because you want to look like somebody. You have to look at your circumstances, what you get, the monies that you make, and making those projections, isn't it? Making
those projections, even when you're doing your shopping for the whole year, for the month, even when you know you're into debt, you know how much exactly you are gonna to settle at the end of the month. Each month, you know that every month I'm going to settle this much. And by the end of December, this is how much I'm going to settle my bills.
Okay.
All right.
So you have to make sure your financial goals are realistic, no wishful thinking, as you said. You have to always make sure that you're on point with your financial goals.
And something that you have said on this show before is the issue of saving and also making sure that you're careful how you spend. Exactly. And I think that's I'm guessing would be an important factor in financial goals, isn't it?
Great.
All right. Looks like I am getting really smart at this.
Yes.
You are
Dario.
You've got a diploma in smart money.
Yes.
It's been like 3 years.
3 years of doing
exactly. I think we need to have that printed so that I can.
Please include it on your
on my CV. Certified by Cavmont Bank. Yeah. Yes. All right.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So the second tip for the resolution is eating healthy. healthy
Ah.
eating.
Okay.
Dario is off meat.
Nice.
Red meat.
Yeah, I'm off. You know, I didn't realize the gravity of my decision until Cholo mentioned everything that has to be off the table because of my
Right.
decision to kind of like, at least for this year, go off red meat.
By the way, I also started my diet, so yeah, we're on the same.
Awesome stuff.
So you
on
can
the
be
same
encouraging
boat.
each other.
Yes, we're on the
Okay.
same boat. Eating healthy. You know, as I say, in terms of gaining weight, it's 80% of what you eat and 20% exercising.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah. So
So you
eating
need
healthy.
to watch what you eat. It's not just about
Exactly.
going hard exercising. You need to watch what you eat.
Watch
Okay.
That's
what
an
you
interesting
eat.
statistic. I didn't know about that.
Yes, it's 80% of what you eat, 20% exercising.
Right.
So watch what you eat.
So you can be exercising 80%, but you're still eating more food, then you're not necessarily making so much progress,
There's
isn't
really
it?
nothing you're doing.
Okay.
Because look, you're from exercising and here you are with your fries.
But that's when the appetite is like
milkshake.
higher because you're hungry after an exercise session.
Yes, after an exercise session. So no,
Right.
it's 80% of what you eat. So always watch your diet. Make sure that your diet is on course. Do not always overeat with, especially these red meats and all these things that will just term as unhealthy.
Right.
Okay.
So even when you're budgeting for your meat, for your foods,
For your food.
so always make sure that your food is healthy.
Right.
Do your shopping right. Make sure, and you know when you're eating healthy, and you know that if you're on a diet, you always know what to buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
more
don't
fruits,
just-
more
because you're
veg,
watching,
Exactly.
more.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
watching your eating habits. So you always watch what you eat. You always know that even when I go to such a shop, this is what I'm going to get. You're not going to get anything that you feel is necessary for.
craving.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, I like obviously the first two what we're talking about. So it's finances. We're talking about health. These are areas that matter, that really, really matter in our
Yes.
lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are things that really, really matter.
Okay.
Great
Yeah.
stuff. What else?
Okay, so the next resolution is spending more time with family and friends.
Dario.
Family and phones or friends?
I said friends.
I was just teasing.
I said friends. So we're talking of spending more time with friends and family.
Okay.
Okay, so the more you know,
That's a
that
good resolution.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a good area to focus on, obviously.
Yeah.
It is. It is a good resolution. You always have to make sure that you're spending time with your family and friends. You know that these are the people that will calm you down. Okay, in times of trouble, in times of fun, you know that these are the people that are always there for you.
That's right.
Okay, so
relationships are important.
exactly. So even when you want to spend on them, you know that these are the people that will understand you. If you want, why don't you just call a braai and have a braai at home? Don't you think it's way cheaper?
Yeah.
Unlike going out there and just have fun with each and everybody out there.
Exactly.
So if you called your family and friends that are near you and also close to you, just make sure that maybe you just organize a braai, a barbecue at home, and they'll be there to just making you laugh and
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
So I think this year's resolution should be you spend more time with your family and friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially those who give positive vibes. I just
Yeah.
need to say that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because there's certain.
There's a
Oh
a
man,
group-
I mean, you have
you
to
should
be
avoid
picky. I think, yeah,
In terms of people to
in
spend
terms,
time with.
yes, exactly, because there are times that you find maybe these are people who just don't believe in anything that you do, and they're constantly pushing, making you feel that there's nothing here.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
don't even believe you should be spending time with friends. So you kind of like, I'm not going to hang out with you.
Exactly. I think it's important to be picky around who you spend time with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. I agree. I
Cool.
agree.
Great
Okay.
stuff. What
Okay.
else do we have?
The other tip is improving your fitness and get more active.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cholo, you
So-
don't seem to like
No, I actually really like it because I'm very fit.
Oh, how do you know? You certified yourself fit?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I like that. So look.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do
When
the
was the
jogging
last-
and whatever.
Oh, you can
every
jog,
day.
actually.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've been doing that.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, I started this year on a very fit note.
Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, I ended last year on a very fit note.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
That's
I got
very
this.
good. So even when you want to gym, you have to make sure you find a gym that's near you, either your workplace or home. And that way is a little bit cheaper. And like, look, you stay in Woodlands, Chalala, and then your gym is in Roma. That will not correlate.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that you always make sure you find a gym that is near to where you are usually found, either home or your workplace.
Right.
And also, you can also jog. I like the fact that Cholwe, you will
it's
do
very
some
cheap.
jogging, 5 o'clock. It's very
It's
cheap.
very smart money.
It's very cheap. I like
I
that.
must say. All right.
So yeah, 05. I usually see a lot of people around, especially in my neighborhood. They're busy jogging 05, 06, somewhere there.
Zambians have actually gotten into that space.
Yeah,
where
they
they're
have.
doing a lot of exercise, so it's amazing. It's
It
great.
is amazing, and at least we have that that adage that says Zambia shall be fit. Now, isn't it?
Right.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
the Zambia shall be fit. So we know that at least each and every person in Zambia will be fit by the year 2019 December.
Yeah, staying healthy.
All right,
and everything.
Staying healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is the Smart Money Show. Welcome to it. In case you're just joining us, thank you so much for tuning in. We have Twambo from Cavmont Bank, and we are talking about resolutions. And I
7
think
days.
this is, yes.
Yeah, and so far we've
And they're
looked
very
at
achievable. I think there's nothing out of these so far that feels like it's far-fetched or it's wishful thinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For me, Chola, I think one of the things that makes resolutions seem hard is because we don't adjust our behavior, and so that in that case it becomes wishful thinking.
Right.
But obviously, all these Twambo demand that we change. You talked about, finding a gym that's near you. That's you taking action.
Yeah.
Watching
What
what
you
you're
eat.
eating based on obviously the budgets you've made. That's taking proper action, and you will have your
Exactly.
results.
Yeah, and they're actually achievable. The problem is we want to make complicated resolutions that you know that you will not even meet at the end of you.
Which you might not even understand yourself. Like,
Exactly.
what am I really?
Would it be wishful
Trying
thinking
to-
for me to be, if not gym, but this year, gym being like becoming a
Gym
gym
being-
bodybuilder.
No, we shall talk about it in June. We shall talk about it in June.
Kazivala koma vest mu June. Ampeta eti maona. What else do we have?
So the 5th day of the resolution, or the 5th resolution, if you can term it that way, is to get organized.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so by that I mean you have to clear out the clutter. There's a lot of clutter in our lives that you really think that you may not even understand it yourself. Okay, there's a lot of things that you have just inclined yourself into. So if you can, clear the clutter, get an organizer, get a diary, get whatever it is that you can. Make sure you plan your day every day. One thing I do, and I appreciate that, is every time before I even wake up, I have to make sure, well, if I'm saying I have to wake up at 5 because my day starts at 5 most of the time. So the first thing is, before I even jump out of bed, of course I'll read my Bible on the phone. After reading my Bible, the next thing I'm going to think about is what am I going to do for the day. Okay, I have to plan my day.
So when it's planned, it's what's not supposed to be there.
Sure, you know that.
Right.
Yeah, that's some clutter that you need to clear out of the way.
I see
Yeah.
the
Okay.
sense in that.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that you clear out your clutter. Clear your clutter, make sure that your day is okay. Because, look, I remember one pastor, I will not mention the church, once said, look, if you plan your day or on a daily basis, trust me, even the Lord will make sure that he sees that this person is trying to achieve something, and he
Right.
will bless you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't
Nice
just
one.
get up and say, okay, today
Kwalolo Mwela.
Kwalolo Mwela, you know, it shouldn't be like that. Life should not be like that. So always make sure that you get organized, clear out what you think is junk in your life, and make sure that you plan your day well.
Could this also relate to physical things, like maybe stuff that you have that you've accumulated over the years and it has just become, you know, you don't use it, but it's sitting there and it's just finishing up the space in the home even. I think it can be something that we can relate to a conversation we had before.
That's part of clutter.
Right. Okay. Take it out.
Yeah, so that's part of it.
Okay.
So just make sure you clear out all the clutter, even in your wardrobes, Dario. Remember that, was it some 2 shows ago, we're talking of how you need to clear some of the things that you don't even wear.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I know in your wardrobe you have like a walk-in closet with plenty of clothes, but
you know, I like your vision for my future. I really like what you're seeing for my future. But yeah, let's just assume that.
Yeah. You have that closet, but you only wear like even 10 of your clothes. You know, you have 5 particular shades, especially there's just a shirt you say, but this shirt. Always. So that's part of clutter as well. Just make sure you get organized with your life and you will see that you achieve your resolution by the end of year 2019.
Nice.
Cool. What else can we look into?
Okay, so the other part is focus on self-care.
Okay.
Very important. Self-care is very, very important. If you can, find a hobby. Well, that's if you don't have one. Chole, what?
Chole, what's yours?
I actually love reading.
Oh, nice.
That's one of my detox moments, you know, reading and movies. I'm a series junkie, but that's something that I love.
Oh, that's good. Find something that you can do. If it's a painting or writing, if you love writing, make sure you just sit quietly in a room. You have something to write about, and even about yourself, or you'll be surprised that one day you even write a book. Focus on yourself more often. Okay, so this is this time and age, I think you need to make sure that you have that self-love for you. It's not selfish, but I think it helps to just focus on yourself as much as you focus on other people, but I think self-love self-love is important.
I mean, I think you can only give to the extent that you are well yourself. You give out of the abundance of who you are. So obviously, if you're not well, you can't give out good things to others. I think that's what I like about that point. Is if we focus on ourselves, we are well, then we can also take care of other people in a good way.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
So you know exactly how much you love yourself, and also you can share that love to others. You can pass it on to the other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
All
else?
right. I guess as we wrap up, there's probably something more.
Yeah, the last point that we can talk about is travel more often.
Yeah.
I
need that
one.
in my life because I love I love traveling.
I love traveling.
Especially to game parks for me, Ishman. So
travel more often. That will just calm you down. You know that you will be good. Yes, I'm not saying you always have to travel, because I know, look, you're talking of the expenses that you're going to. Yeah, and I know these days there are those organizations or companies that are talking of the holiday packages where you have some cheaper rates of accommodation and also flights. So yeah, I think take advantage of those if you can. Just do a research and also check around. I know there are quite a number of people I know that have been in these that have partnered with these organizations.
Right.
So speak to those people, and then you know that you'll find some cheaper flights, some cheaper accommodation, and also some cheaper destinations that you can go around. It may not be around the world, well, Malaysia or even here in Zambia. We have beautiful places that you think if you went to that place, people will start wondering, is that in Zambia?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Twambo. We appreciate these tips, and I think that they're very, very achievable, and we can be deliberate about achieving them. All right, and Yeah.
Definitely.
How about in a few seconds, just tell us how we can get in touch with Cavmont Bank.
Okay, please subscribe to our YouTube page. We have a YouTube page. And Cholo and Dario, have you subscribed?
Yes, but of course.
Already. I mean,
that's good.
before you even said officially it's going to be launched
You
from
will
the first
subscribe.
episode. So we've been with you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so please subscribe to our YouTube page. We're also on Facebook. Please like our page, follow us on Twitter, and also don't forget to tune in on Diamond TV every Tuesday at 19:30. Also, get in touch with our website www.cavmont.com.zm. Also, visit our branches. We have all the branches around the country. Please always make sure you visit us. We're always happy to hear from you. Thank you.
All
right. And on that note, we wrap up today's conversation. Join us again next time right here on Radio Christian Voice. The news comes on.